what is the energy that I want to bring to a specific moment? What is the energy that I want to bring to a room? Because here's the thing. Whatever energy you bring to a moment, whatever energy you bring to a room is directly going to impact the energy that people leave with. So oftentimes I ask the people I coach, the leaders that I coach, what do you want your team to be? How do you want them to feel when you're done with a meeting? And they say, well, we want them to feel fascinated. We want them to feel curious. We want them to feel inspired. Well, whatever feeling you want people to have when they leave the room is the feeling that you ought to have when you arrive to the room. And oftentimes what we find is that people will prepare for a meeting with their notes, with their talking points, with their data, but they don't arrive with what is the feeling, what is the energy that I want to bring to the room. But 80% of communication is nonverbal. 80% of what you bring to a room is about that energy. There's a story about this primatologist. His name was Dr. George Schaller, and he was one of the most famous primatologists. And the reason that he was so good at what he did is because he was, for some mysterious reason, able to get really, really close to gorillas. Right? So other researchers would try to get close to gorillas, but they couldn't. Dr. George Schaller was able to do it. So finally, he's presenting a paper at a conference, and somebody asks him, hey, Dr. Schaller, I don't get it. Why is it that you're able to get so close to these primates? And Schaller says, well, it's easy. I never carry a weapon. I never carry a gun. And that really confused the audience because the audience was like, well, it's protocol for us to carry a weapon when we're out in the field like that in case something goes wrong. And Dr. George Schaller's answer to that was, yes, but if I want the gorillas to be really vulnerable with me, then I have to be truly vulnerable with them. And if I know that I have a gun in my backpack, I'm not going to be as vulnerable as I could be. So I leave it back, and that way I can have this full level of honesty and vulnerability with the gorillas. And that's why he was able to get so close. The point being is that we aren't just sharing information with each other when we get inside a room. We're sharing energy, and we sense